Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about our anesthetic machine. Our anesthetic machine is by Patterson Veterinary Clinic. At our clinic, we only carry isoflurane. Sevoflurane is not carried here, which is widely used, but isoflurane is a little bit cheaper and used more throughout different clinics. So we do have the H system. We do not have the tanks on the side of our anesthetic machine. We carry those separately, which I just spotted them. We have them there on the side as an emergency purpose. So, when talking about our anesthetic machine, our O2 pressure gauge and our O2 pressure reduction valve is out in our foyer where our H system is held. I'll put this on pause so that way I can show that to you. So currently I'm in the foyer where we have our H tank system. You can see where it's connected into the wall, and our surgery room is actually right there. So we have a system in use, empty, and full. We have one person that's designated to switch this system out. So currently it's on right now, but the way we would turn it on is by turning this knob righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so we'd turn it to the left. Here's our pressure reduction valve, and then this is telling us that our system is full. I'm going to put this back on pause so that way I can finish explaining the anesthetic machine. So I am back in the surgery suite now. So since I've explained about the O2 tanks, the O2 pressure gauge, and the pressure reduction valve, I'll show you how we connect our oxygen. So right here is our oxygen. So with applying pressure, we have it connected now into our system. So the tubing goes into our system and goes into our O2 flow meter. The O2 flow meter can be calculated per patient, and depending where it go, we would set it there slightly below the number. So from our O2 flow meter, it goes to our vaporizer. From our vaporizer, you can see that we have a full section and we have a refill section, which we never let it get it low, so we're always refilling it. We refill it here by unscrewing this. Not going to fully undo it so I'm not exposed to it. We would fill it till it's at the full section, which it is. And we would turn on the vaporizer machine right here. Pressing the button, rotating it, turned it off so in that way I'm not exposed. Here's our manometer, which would tell us the amount of pressure that would be applied once we're breathing for the patients. Depending on the patient's size, we would calculate a reservoir bag. Our reservoir bag gets put right here underneath the exhalation tube. And depending on the patient, we'd pick the tubing size. Right now I have the 25 and over size. We currently only have the rebreathing system at our clinic. The non-rebreather, actually you would bypass the pop-up valve, you bypass the reservoir bag. So it would have oxygen going straight to our patient, which is more convenient for our pediatrics because they are always at higher risk. Now, to explain this, we have, and it would go into our fresh gas inlet, which we always have plugged right now. So it would go into O2 floater valve to our vaporizer. From our vaporizer, it would go to the fresh gas inlet, which would then go into our inhalation tube. Our inhalation flutter valve goes into the tube, goes into the Y piece, into the endotracheal tube, then the patient. Vice versa, it would go back into the Y tube. Then it would go to the exhalation. From the exhalation, you'll see the bag slightly inflating, and you would see the flutter valves going. The CO2 that's breathed out by our patients will go in here. And our scavenging system is actually this right here, which is like essentially like a vacuuming system, which does not allow us to be breathing the wags. Our system gets turned on by this little lever here. I just turned it off. Gonna turn it back on because we do have a procedure later on today. So we only do have rebreathers in our system. Pop-off valve always remains open. We use this to breathe for our patients while applying pressure to our reservoir bags. Okay, so we add about 2.3 or two-thirds full of our reservoir bag. Bag is slightly inflated, enough to give compressions to our patient. Compressions would be done by pressing this button here and applying pressure to the reservoir bag at the same time. Leak system is checked similarly. I have my hand over the Y piece, gonna inflate completely. But I have to make sure that the pop-off valve is completely shut. Pressure flush system. You can see that there's no leaks because it's not disinflating. So I would open the O2 or the pop-off valve, I'm sorry. You can see it slightly disinflates, and now I can let go of the white piece, and that shows that we have no leaks. Ensuring that this is loose enough for the procedures I have to go on today.